And okay, so I'm not sure how this morning is going to go. My internet went totally down yesterday. And so when I came back up, I had password resets, all sorts of things to do because of my securities. And so it is a little crazy. So it is a little okay. So I'm not sure how this, okay. So so that was my repeated echo. No, so on mine, we'll just see how that goes. But I thought maybe Vielka, if you're on a computer, I didn't know if you wanted to watch us do it today or if you wanted to go ahead and try to do yours.
Okay, so I'm still I've only watched one time, so I don't even know what it is we're supposed to be doing. No.
Okay. No, that's okay. If you
Or if I have the tools to do what it is we need to do. So
right. So then why don't I go ahead and go through mine, and then Andrea and I will jump on here anytime to go step by step. But if you had pen and paper or whatever, if possible, I don't know everybody's situation, then we can go from there. So what I'm going to do is I need to get into the right screen, and then I'll share screen in just a minute. Make sure I'm in the right screen over here. Just 1 second. And so let me, gosh, everything's all discombobbled. So we had internet down for almost half day yesterday. It was, you never know how much you need it until you're in the mountains and you don't have it. Right? So, okay. So what I'm going to do, first of all, is since I know Vielka, I know Lee, welcome all of you are on here, mostly for Tag Protocol. What we do on here, I do want to let everybody know so that nobody has the wrong expectations each week, is we actually stake, swap, trade, whatever that person has need in whatever program we're in. So this isn't a program just geared towards Tag Protocol or just geared towards Nexus or just geared towards Daisy or just geared towards Bitcoin mining or whatever. So, but this morning, from what I see on here, I think showing people, and then let me also pre-emphasize this again, and this goes with the conversation we just had with Vielka. Andrea, I'll have you unmute whenever good timing is. Okay. But I'll take mine through. What I've earned so far is I put it into all the way into liquidity farming. And so what happens there is I am gaining tag by staking tag. So there's two things that you gain there. And I also gain every time somebody does a transaction through being a liquidity farmer. So a liquidity farmer is like a bank saying, here's my money, borrow it and use it in the system to balance the transactions going on. And you get a reward for doing so. And so there's two more ways that with our small earnings or our big earnings that we can make money on the Tag Protocol. But everybody understands, and I'll try not to be too preachy here. Every program that we're in, whether it's the Nexus program, Daisy, or Tag Protocol, all three of those programs are at the infant stages. We haven't seen anything yet by being a member what they're willing to offer. Like I get blown away, Sarah. I don't know if you do sometimes, that just how many things we're going to be able to participate in Nexus. And the truth is, even myself with the liquidity that I have, I cannot participate in everything that they're about to throw out at us. And so I have to pick and choose projects that make sense to me to not overwhelm myself ever here. And sometimes that takes a conversation with the owners or the upline, or Tag Protocol, we have upline. In Nexus, we have community. Okay, but they're both DAOs. So what's a DAO? We own it with our coins. Okay, so I just gave you guys a lot of information to say this, that I'm going to now take my earnings of Tag Protocol, and I'm going to go all the way through, and I'm going to let that money, the money that I've earned, compound effect. So I do it like 2 or 3 times a week with my amount. If you have a smaller amount in there, let's say you own 1 hashtag or 2 hashtags, you might let it build up for a week to be, Andrea's rule is nothing less than 50 tag that she doesn't play with. And so Andrea might want to do hers today as well. And so we might go through this a couple of times. We'll see. But at least I'll go through mine. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move you guys out of my view. So here's a rule on Zoom. When you share screen, every single time your photos are going to be in the way. So it's just a given. So so let me fix that real quick. And anybody try to interrupt if you can. I talk so much it's hard to, but okay, so I'm gonna go into MetaMask and I'm gonna sign in there first. And what I've been doing lately is when I go in there is because I've had more problems with having things open, is I go in and I make sure that I don't have any connected sites. So that way, the cookies aren't catching me or anything like that. So everything is on a dip right now, even BNB. So some people are going, what to do during those times. Well, you're accumulating coin at these times. Sometimes in crypto, you got to quit looking at the price. Like if I looked at the price of my Bitcoin wallet right now, I actually was transferring some over into my Bitcoin wallet, and I looked at the price, and that was very depressing. So, when you see a difference of, say that you had 1 Bitcoin and it was 60,000, and now it's 36,000 or something like that, you could get, your mind could trick you that you don't really have what you have there. But we all know after Chinese New Year, depending on the world happenings, that there should be a run. There should be a bull run. And on some coins, they're even saying that bull run should start earlier. So anyways, you got to read up on things a little bit yourself there.
When's the Chinese New Year?
The Chinese New Year happens every year. It's I think it ends February 6th.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was on mute. I'm sorry, Thomas.
Oh, you're fine. I'll mute you out, but you can unmute anytime. So I believe Chinese New Year this year, though. Great question for everybody, Lee, actually. I think we looked that up, Andrea, and it ends the 6th. Is that right?
February 6th.
Yeah. And every year, okay, so I use this story as why I know this. Remember when Bitcoin went up to 18,000? That was one of the first major things. It actually went up to, I think, 23,000 that time. But at 18,000, Laura and I sold a Bitcoin and took the whole family for Christmas last minute to Disneyland. And so every Christmas, there's usually a run going right before Christmas, and then it starts to dive. And it starts to dive throughout January until the Chinese New Year's over. And I don't know too much about the Chinese New Year. I just know that is typical. So what happens is, not only are they trying to disrupt the industry by the bad parts of China are trying to regulate Bitcoin and banning Bitcoin and everything, but what we do in December when we plan for taxes, they kind of do the same thing at Chinese New Year. They don't buy no more. They don't they stockpile, they do whatever they got to do on their consensuses. I don't even know if that's a word, but that's what they got to do for that. Okay, so I am now signed into my MetaMask. I am now going to go into my dashboard. I'm going to connect it. So now with MetaMask, you connect it a little bit differently. It does a drop down, and you have to agree twice. I am then going to go to my account information, and I strongly suggest that nobody mints or claims until they're going to use it. But maybe but like if you're going to get on here and show like Andrea, you might mint and claim now, so that it gets over there by the time if we do you or if we do Sarah or whatever. So I just mint and claimed mine. Sorry guys, I have a grocery order coming and the lady's asking me questions. So so I'm going to mint and claim. I'm going to see if I have any invitation earnings. And I do not. So there you go. But I'm going to mint and claim, and so this minted should move over to the unminted soon. And I'm going to go ahead and refresh and see if I can get that to do so. Oh, okay, unminted. It did. It moved over. So my unminted went to 0. And that means I can use that tag that I just minted. Okay. So I'm now going to go. So by the way, your dashboard, that's tagprotocol.com and /account. You can see all of that. If you'll pay attention to these as I switch screens, you'll know where I am, and that will be some stuff you can write down. So I go to tagprotocol.com. I mint and claim my earnings in the last 2 days. That was only in the last 2 days because I've been compounding my earnings about every 2 or 3 days. So now I'm going to go into tagcoin.io, or I could have went there. By going to trade Tagcoin, right? Okay. So I could have gone there just from that window. So I'm going to go ahead and close that out. So now I am on. I am on where I will now swap what you have to do in order to farm. Now, for those that are looking at this for the first time, it's going to seem a little daunting because there's a lot of steps, but it's really, really easy when you get it. So all you're doing is matching up 2 sets of coins for them to use it, with each other. And you can use BNB in tag, or you can use BUSD in tag. I personally am using BUSD in tag because I understand that there's not as many people in that pool. Now I could be wrong on that, but that's what I understood. So I'm going to go to Connect Wallet. I'm going to connect to my MetaMask. It's going to ask me twice to connect. Now and by the way, if I wanted to, I could go in and disconnect from the other one. So I could disconnect from Tag Protocol. Always good and safe to do that. And now I'm just connected to tagcoin.io. I am going to see how much tag I have. Let me do this. Let me do that. That's okay. So like I say, the photos always get in the way. I'm going to do something weird here. Okay, that's a good idea. Since I have 2 screens, I've never tried to put the photos on another screen. Okay, so forgive me, and you'll learn that I talk to myself when you're not here. So, okay, so I'm on the swap page of tagcoin.io. I want to see how much tag I've earned since I've done this last. So it's real simple. I'm going to hit max on tag. I have 227 tags. We know that tag is worth 20 cents. So whatever that math is how much I have in tag. But I know that it's going to cost me, if I wanted to match it with B&B, 0.125, okay? Because those two match, okay? Now, but what I'm going to do here, because I'm not going to add any of my B&B this time, because we've done that the last 2 weeks. So I'm going to go ahead up here and I'm going to switch. I'm going to switch to my tag. I'm going to max that out and I'm going to sell it to B&B real quick. So I'm enabling my tag. And so I want to write that number down that I'm selling it for, and that's 0.124620 in B&B. And now I can swap it into B&B. So all that I've done here is I've enabled the tag that I've made, swapped it into B&B so that I can now use that amount. Use that amount. Okay. Okay. So max. So I'm at 0 there now. Okay. So now I'm going to switch this to B&B. And I'm going to go ahead and put this, and now I'm going to buy it back. Okay. So since I have 0.124, I'm going to do 0.05 because 0.1, I'm going to do half of that in 2 different coins to match up the coins. So again, if it's as confusing, allow yourself to bite one elephant at a time. Andrea and I can walk anybody through it 100 times. I'm showing you today, because we did the quicker version last 2 weeks. I'm showing you how to compound without putting any more of your money in. So I sold what I've made back to B&B. Now I'm going to sell what that was back into BSD and tag, and half of it in each. So I had 0.12 tag. So I had 0.12 tag. And so I'm only going to do 0.05 in each. So here's what I'm going to do. Well, I don't know. Okay. Here, let me refresh real quick. Okay, so I'm going to do 0.05. And I have tag there. So half of what I just sold is going to be 90 tag. So I'm going to now swap that back to tag from my B&B. So from here on, for the next 2 stages, I'm not changing my B&B. I'm taking whatever I decided and I'm swapping it twice. So I have 0.05 in tag. Is 90 tag. So I'm going to swap that token. Andrea, and you interrupt me anytime you want to. And I don't see it dropping down for me. So
I'm doing good.
yeah, but it didn't drop down for me on the MetaMask. So I'm going to disconnect and reconnect my wallet real quick. And now I'm going to go 0.05. I'm going to now swap it into tag. See, that's the drop down I needed to confirm. If you don't get that drop down, if you don't get a confirm, it's not going to take that action. So you probably need to refresh. Okay. And that's what I found. And Andrea, correct me if I'm wrong, but so there we go.
Yep,
So
good.
I have to wait this out to spin real quick. Again, 3 more steps than we done the last 2 weeks. So bear with that. But I feel if you want to know the true way to compound without putting in any more money, this is the way. So I'm splitting up what I made into the 2 coins that I'm matching, and I'm matching up my BNB with tag and US. I mean, my tag with US with BUSD. So I've now swapped, and I have 90 tag to Liquid Farm with, and I'm switching now the same exact amount. As you can see, I didn't change my BNB, same exact amount with BUSD, and kaboom. Velka, just unmute if you want to ask something.
Okay, I just want clarification. When you, right before you started this, when you were at the page where you have your account, where it told you how many unminted coins you had, you said that you had been compounding every 2 to 3 days. Is this what you're doing every 2 to 3 days? Or is that something different?
No, I am, but I also have 13 hashtags.
Right. So this process that you're going through, you do every 2 to 3 days to compound.
I do. Most people would probably do it once a week or so.
Okay.
Because you don't want to be compounding every 2 days. If you only have like 30, then the fees are kind of
right.
taken away from your pleasure, right?
Understood.
Yeah.
Delta, I have 4 hashtags and I only do it once a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that when you said that statement, because I wrote that down, because I was like, how's he compound? Because I'm not doing anything. I've just been letting it accumulate. And I have like 70 right now. So
perfect.
Okay.
So I think that's a good amount that we can walk you through anytime when you're ready on that. So, so to me, any, like, I think Andrea's got a good thing there. Anything over 50, if we're wanting our money to work for us, right? Okay, so I now have, I need to swap this. I didn't swap this yet, did I? No. Okay, so let me do that.
I think you did.
I did already?
I think so.
Okay, well then we're gonna have double the BUSD. That'll be all right.
They'll save you for next time.
Right. And I actually could cancel. Let's just do that. Just show everybody that I can cancel that. So I'm gonna now refresh that. Okay, now I'm gonna go from here. So now I've taken 0.05 BNB, put that into tag, and also put that into BUSD. So I've split what I'm compounding. Okay, so now I'm going to go to my liquidity pool. I'm going to change up top here to BUSD because these are the 2 that I'm pairing, right? And now I'm going to hit max on tag, and then it's going to match up. So 90 tag is equal to 19 BUSD. And this is my pair. So this is what I'm pairing. This is what I'm going to add to the liquidity pool for them to use and make me more money. So I'm going to enable my BUSD. And we do have this written down and a little bit as well. But I know hands-on with something like this, once you do it a few times, it's really not as hard as it looks once you are looking at the screen. So on this one, I can enable my BUSD and enable my tag at the same time. And once they both approve, now they're liquid. So I can add that to my pool. So I'm now going to add liquidity. I don't have to hit max or anything. I'm just adding what I just enabled.
We got success.
Okay, give me 1 second. My shopper is going crazy. Okay, so I've now added liquidity. I'm gonna jump over to LP farming. So liquidity pool farming. I'm going to change this to my pair, which is BUSD and tag. I'm gonna hit max. So that's the two together that I am adding to my deposit. So I'm now at 5.6K and farming shares of 1.43% every hour of that pool. So I'm now going to add to that, and all I have to do is hit deposit. This one you have to approve twice. Your final step to go into the liquidity pool, you have to deposit twice. I mean, you have to confirm twice. So I've confirmed twice. When the second one approves, you'll see these numbers go up just a little bit. But whatever the case is, I'm compounding my earnings, compounding my earnings, compounding my earnings. And we all know that that adds up really, really quick.
Do you know, Thomas, if when we're in the liquidity pool, if the price of tag does go down, does it take that from what we have in there?
It doesn't take away, it's just adjust the price.
That's what I mean, just adjusting lower.
Oh, yeah, you bet. That's working capital. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's actually working on that token, that blockchain. So the answer would be absolutely. So that's why when I got made 1,500 those 2 days, that was because BNB was going up. So like even now, I believe when BNB goes back up, that this is almost eight grand instead of 5.7. Be honest with you, or somewhere around 7K. Okay. So as you saw, this kicked up to 5.7K and now 1.44 that I'm earning. So I'm now earning a little bit more throughout the day to day. And for the next 3 days or whatever, until I add more. And my money is making me money. Well, Andrea, on yours, you started with how much? It was
we had 117. And then the first time we did it, it was 211. And then we were up to 478, but I just noticed, and that's why I was asking about the adjustment with the coin, we're down to 418.
Yeah, because tag's at 21. Tag's not doing too bad because I think we first bought at 19. But we have seen it way up there. I think up to 31. But BNB is the one that we're really watching. So the price
came up a little bit last night.
Yeah. So that's a big help. So that's it for that portion of it. Let me stop sharing and see if Andrea or Sarah want to go through theirs.
I could do mine. I have a little bit.
Okay, go ahead.
I gotta share. So I'm already connected to my wallet. And then we're just going to do MetaMask and swap. Unlike Thomas, I'm just going to use some of my BNB because I want to farm all of my tag that I have. So with that, where it says tag, we just click on max and it's going to say how much BNB is there. But now I want to change tag to BUSD. So then that way I can make a pair with my tag. So in this instance, I need 40.456395 BUSD. So I'm just going to swap because I'm using my own BNB. And then we'll confirm it. Then we'll wait till it's done. So the only thing different I did compared to Thomas, I didn't turn on my tag into B&B first. Is that how you would put it, Thomas?
Yeah, and go ahead and stay here real quick.
Okay.
So what I did is I took my tag, sold it to B&B, and split the tag up that I made. Okay. That way I wasn't using any of my money. What she did is what she had made, she matched with her B&B. So that 0.106 right here, she used out of her wallet. So she just matched what she had made to add a little bit even more to what she's using in her pool. So instead of just using what she made, she used what she made plus the matching of it out of her own money, out of her own B&B wallet.
Yeah. So now we'll go to liquidity. We're going to change the B&B to BUSD. And then we have it in tag. And then I click on max. And then you can see my BUSD equals to my tag now. And we're just going to enable the BUSD. And then we'll confirm it. And then we'll enable the tag. And confirm that one. Then we'll wait for those to be approved.
And it will light up add liquidity.
There we go. And then we're going to click on add liquidity. And then we'll confirm it.
So Thomas, let me ask you
No,
real
I
quick.
got an error, Thomas. Oh,
Did you leave enough?
yeah. I don't know why.
Man, give it another shot. There you go. And somebody had a question. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask, so while she's doing this, should I go ahead and do the first part to mint and claim?
Sure.
Okay.
So you'll just need to make sure that that's connected. Well, you can't get to that if you're not connected. So yeah. Okay. Why don't you do this for me, Andrea? Let me see where you are on B&B.
I have enough B&B.
I know you do. Let's disconnect and reconnect. Well, you don't need to do any of that, I don't think. Okay, so that's zeroed out, so that's good. So we'll go ahead. Oh, yeah, something didn't. So go ahead and enable them.
So the enable both of these, because now it says my BUSD is less than my what it needs for tag.
Did you max on the tag? Okay, go up and refresh up in the top left real quick. Okay, now switch it to BUSD and max it on the tag. On the tag, always on the tag. Okay, enable it. That's what it was different. So go ahead and enable them both.
But it's still more than what's in my BUSD.
No. Look at your balance above.
That's 40.45 and this is 40.52.
Oh, okay.
So should I just do max the BUSD?
I guess so. Okay, there you go.
Okay.
Okay, now I get why you did that. Something went awry on our totals,
Yeah.
or it took out a little bit. So that'll be fine. And sometimes for me, I like make sure that everything's done spinning and stuff, Andrea, before I go to the next step, because you like jump to liquidity like that, you know. So allow each step to do its thing. And I'm not saying that's what happened just a minute ago, but you're fast,
Okay.
Miss Speedy over there. Okay, but it was successful. So you did match it correctly.
Then go to LP Farm. And then we're going to change this from BNB tag to BUSD tag. And we're going to hit max. And then we're going to do deposit.
And you guys can see it's 418 right now and 0.1%. And she's going to confirm twice.
I think this is the longest part of it, is waiting for the deposit.
Right. And it looks like tag's price went up even a little bit more.
Yeah. So now I got $4.99 in there. Woohoo.
Nice. Right at 500. BNB goes up, you're going to be over 500. From 150 guys to over 500. Come on now. Now, do understand on that. She used, we want to always give truthful statements. She's used at least one time we know of today, a little bit more of her own BNB. Okay. So we don't want to have anybody thinking that was all. Same with mine. Sometimes I'll use my own BNB just to jump that pool up a little bit and use more of my money. And that's all by choice. So great job. Why don't you unshare screen? And Vielka, were you wanting to do that now?
Yeah, I can do it now.
You will want to share screen.
It did accept it, so it looks like it's there.
Okay, so you'll want to share screen.
Okay.
Okay, Andrea, do you want to, or you want me to?
Go for it.
Okay, so looking at this board real quick, you have 0.14 BNB, so you know you have enough for your fees. What I want you to do though is refresh this page for me, please, up at the top left. Okay, and then go into just your tag and max it. Yeah. Okay, now's where you got to make the choice of the difference between what me and Andrea did. So if you want to just pair it and use a little bit of your BNB, it would use 0.03 of your BNB, and you do have enough to do that. But then it would be taking some of your BNB and adding it to what you've made. If you just want to use what you've made, then we need to sell the tag and then split it up. So that is,
no, we can do the match.
Okay, that's great. And I think at the beginning to do that a few times will help to build that up a little bit.
Okay.
So there you go there. So you are fine there. So you already have tag. So now you want to switch your tag symbol, leave the numbers the way they are, but switch that to BUSD. So now you're using yours, and now just hang on a second. So, okay, yeah, go ahead and swap token.
Just hit swap token. That's it. Leave everything else as is.
Yes, and then you're going to be confirming it at the top right.
Okay.
Or for you, it looks like you got to go click on your symbol up there. Where's your drop down?
It came. It's
Okay.
swapping.
Oh, okay. My photo might have been covering yours. So my apologies. Okay.
That's okay.
Okay. And so you're now swapped. So now go to the liquidity tab.
Okay.
And you're going to go down. Okay. Switch the top one to BUSD. And folks, we can be doing BNB or BUSD. Just I started on BUSD. That's what I've been teaching everybody. So we all might as well stay in the same pool, right? Okay, now go into the tag box and hit max. Okay, and then now enable your BUSD and confirm it. And then enable your tag. You can do these at the same time.
Okay.
Confirm it. Okay, now just wait just a second. I just wait until the green approve box goes away. Okay. Andrea does not. Okay.
I'm not a quick person like that either. I like to make sure everything is done. I'm
Right.
nervous.
Yeah. So now go and just now you're not maxing it. At this point, what I kept messing up on is I was trying to max other things out and whatever, but you don't do anything but hit add liquidity.
Okay.
And then confirm. Okay. Now you're going to go into the LP farming. You're going to switch that box to BUSD and tag. So that's your pair that you're using.
Okay.
You're now going to hit max on that. And you're going to deposit. And this one you'll confirm twice.
Okay, maybe it didn't click. Okay, now it's doing
There we
it.
go. And yeah, this one I'll give you 2 confirms. Again, as we're going up and down before the Chinese New Year and whatnot, or forever, you know, sometimes at this point we're counting counting the number of coin rather than counting the price, but just to keep our mindset right.
And she's doing good for her first time.
She's kicking booty she's got a lot of computer experience. I found out she's smarter than all of us.
All right.
Okay, so you know, for one hashtag for 1 week, you're now mining with 20-30 bucks. So you know, I mean, you know, out of your 600, if we think of 30 bucks a week, you're going to make up that really fast, right? Nevertheless, we're now starting to make a little bit of money with it. So, and every little bit counts. So that is your number now is 29.94.
And I can always add directly
Yes.
to this without waiting for all that.
Yeah, I actually put in about 10 grand to this. And then, but because of what's going on in the world and the war and stuff, I decided that I didn't want to be tying up right now that much money. So I took 5 grand out. And that's what I love about this. You can liquidate this in a minute.
Okay.
And pretty much what the process is we just go backwards on the process. We just go backwards on the process. No, just 1 second. Just put it. Okay, my gal's dropping off my groceries and she's trying to read my UPS signs. So, okay. So, Sarah, did you want to do yours?
Absolutely, sure.
And we know when we get here that if anybody has to jump or whatever after we do 2 or 3, do what you got to do. Just 1 second. I'm going to mute out. Andrea, if you could take over.
Is my screen share okay now?
No. And Andrea, at some point, I would like to add some to that account. So maybe you can help me with that at some point. I'm not exactly sure how
we can do that, right? Yeah, we can do that.
So, okay, thank you.
Okay, so I've already mined, or not mined, but carried it over. So I've already set up here.
Andrea, I need you to help her, okay? Because I have dog issues.
You're on mute, Andrea.
Well, that doesn't help when I'm talking away here.
It makes me learn how to read lips.
Do you know what you want to do, Sarah? Are you going to use your own money or are you going to turn in tag and then swap like Thomas did?
That's something I'm always confused about which one to do all the time. And right now I want to keep being as much B&B for what's going on with Nexus.
Okay. So you want to then just swap your tag into B&B and take half of your tag that you put in B&B to do both?
Let's do this, the half and half like Thomas did.
Oh, now he's going to test me on this. This is the one I get confused on.
Do you want me to jump in?
This is why I need to learn how to do this because I'm confused about it. So Matt.
Okay, let me go ahead and if my dog barks, guys, it's because the lady's dropping off my groceries, and so we'll just ignore that. So this is let me go ahead and walk through one more time here in lieu of that. So go ahead and refresh up at the top left for me.
Thank you, Thomas. This one confuses me.
Scroll to the top, disconnect and reconnect for me.
How much time I don't need to leave that much time, right? In between.
No.
Oh.
The reason I could tell that we needed to do that because I saw B&B go to 0. Okay. Okay. Now what you want to go and do is you want to go max on your tag. So you have 250 tag, but go max on that. And then, so you need to write down 0.13827. So what I'm going to suggest you do is exactly what I did. And we're going to.
What am I writing down? I'm sorry. I was trying to.
0.138 is fine. So, but I'm going to suggest you just do what I did. And that was point. Okay. So we're taking, okay. So I don't know if you guys can see my cursor, but the number that's in the B&B.
Right here.
Yes. That's what we're going to be splitting up after we sell the tag. So now what I'd like you to do is go to this top one and switch the B&B to tag. And then now on the bottom, put it to B&B. Okay, now hit max on the tag again. Okay, now you're selling that to B&B, and then we're going to split the B&B back up into tag and BUSD. Okay, so now you're going to scroll down and swap. You got to enable your tag first. Sorry. Now hit, when the green goes away, go ahead and hit swap token. So now all that you've done is you've taken your tag, you've turned it into B&B, right?
Mhm.
Confirm that. Okay. And Andrea, I am going to, if Velka has time, I'm going to have you help her to add, okay, after this. That way I can get my groceries in while you guys are doing it and listen in.
That's fine.
Because I know you're good at that one. You're good at all of it. But okay. Did you like how I did that there, guys? You're good at it all. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So now we have it in B&B, right? So now you're going to so the number was 0.13 or something, right? So I'm going to strongly suggest you just do what I did to make it easy. So you're
Okay.
going to add on the top, change it to B&B, please. So what you just did, so you got a lot more than what we just said in B&B. That's why you got to write down that total. Okay. Now, go ahead and refresh it up top real quick. So let's bring it to 0. Okay. Now, on your B&B, put 0.05. And just, okay. Now just leave it there for just a second. Okay. So let me help you to understand. You sold into B&B 0.138 in B&B. So you probably could have done 0.06 and been fine with fees and stuff, or even 0.07. But let's just keep it at 0.05 to be safe. And also, since we're adding in, so you took the amount of B&B that you sold your tag into, you split it in half, whatever it is, leaving enough for fees so you're not taking out of your own money. So now you have, so in order to do that, we're taking 0.05 B&B and we're going to swap that into the tag. So scroll down and swap it. Don't do anything there. Just scroll down and swap it, please. Okay. And confirm it. Did your confirm thing drop down?
No, not yet.
Okay, so I have a feeling we timed out. So we got to switch your timer up, Sarah. But we'll do that another time. But it times out pretty fast. And I know that Jody says to do that at so many minutes, but Jody's not doing some of the things that we're doing. So so go to the top and refresh it, please. Scroll up so that we can see the top of the page. Okay, and disconnect and connect. Yeah, that was like 2 minutes or something.
Okay.
Okay, now,
I go to here
no,
and,
just leave that, leave
Okay.
that, okay?
oh, that's where I do this.
Yep, 0.05. Okay, now swap that. Scroll down and swap that. Confirm. Okay, now switch your bottom one to BUSD, not your top one, your bottom one. The tag switch.
I know, I'm trying to get out of this thing. Okay,
There you go.
there we go. Switch it to BUSD, you said?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, go ahead and swap that. You don't change anything because you're matching the 0.05. So you're matching half of the tag that you sold. And to liquefy this, guys, basically you backstep all of the process. So everything that we've done, you backstep. Did that do it? Scroll down so I can see, please.
Still going.
Okay. Okay, so Velka, we'll get together later on adding for you. Okay.
All right, take care. Bye-bye.
Okay, you too. God bless you. Good luck with the dog, whatever it's going on. Okay, so scroll down so we can see when it finishes. Okay, so now go to liquidity. Okay, and then switch the top to BUSD. And hit max on the tag. Okay, now enable both of them.
I can do both at one time, right?
Yep, but you got to confirm it. You got to confirm it. Now enable tag. Good job.
One of these days I'll grasp this.
Andrea, how many times for me? 5 or 6?
We've done it quite a few, yeah. And this one,
And really most of the first, we didn't even know what the hell we're doing.
and the way you do it this way, I still have a hard time figuring it out.
Right. Okay, so both of those are enabled. So now you're just doing nothing else but adding liquidity. And by the way, for those that are watching, you don't ever have to do any mining. I mean, any of this. Nobody has to do this. This is an extra step to make more with the money that you're making, but it's not necessary. There's many people that own hashtags that never have even seen this page, okay? And they're still making tag. They're just building up their tag, building up their tag, building up their tag, and that's fine. We're just building it up more. Okay, so now you go to LP Farm. Switch that to BUSD and tag. Hit your max. And deposit. And you're going to confirm this one twice. And just remember you have 1.1K. And go ahead and scroll down a little bit so we can see those numbers change. 0.28%. Okay, so it switched up to 1.2K, and you're farming with almost almost 0.3% of the share hourly, and you are done.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay.
I am working on getting this, man.
Then hey, like I say, we've done it a million times and still don't get it. So, okay. At this time,
And Thomas, may I add to this that it's really important after we do this for me to go in and totally disconnect my wallets and close it out and lock it.
Right.
And then Bonnie had a question about where she could find how we do this, and it's in our WhatsApp group, and I'll go ahead and repost it again.
And whoever sponsored Bonnie needs to make sure that she's in the tag group.
Yes.
She added, yeah, the other day she is.
Okay, great. I'm gonna disconnect my tag site. So I don't know if anybody wants to do their Daisy now. I could do my Daisy real quick if we want, and people could see that. If anybody wants to keep moving. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do Daisy. Executive decision. Okay, so Andrea, I might need your help here because I get confused. And so let me move all of this over here. But let me move that over there.
Thomas, what is Daisy?
Daisy is a trading site that we got into about a year ago. And to be real honest right now, you'd have to talk to the person who sponsored you about getting in, because I don't know if I'm comfortable telling somebody they should get into it. We're trying to keep ourselves alive in it right now, but I need to see some profit before I'm comfortable sharing it anymore.
Okay, that's fine. Years ago, I was involved in something called Daisy, but it doesn't sound like it's the same thing.
No, this is so it's an artificial intelligence trading platform that that has a great pay plan, great thing. They're true trading, but since they're true trading, you know, I guess if I was going to get in at any time would be now because everything's down. But they're true trading. They're not one of these companies that are promising 1.5%, all of this. They're actually, you can see your money trading. And right now we're down. So that's where my discomfort is, but that would be a conversation with whoever got you in. Okay. But I can join that conversation as well. So I need to go first to Daisy, right? Oh, I got to connect to TronLink. But even watching this, guys, you should learn, something, even if you're not in Daisy. I think this is good, seeing how to swap and trade and all that stuff, right? Okay, I am not sure what's going on here. I don't have it on this computer. Do
It's on
I?
your laptop.
Okay, so I can't do this today then. So I can't do Daisy. Does anybody else want to do Daisy?
I'm good with Daisy. I
Okay.
need to go build up some from last time.
Okay, so in that case, then I think then that's a good days. Okay, so the other thing that we'd have is if anybody has SoFuFi or SafeFuFi, so Sophie Safety. If anybody wants to mine SafeFuFi, we could walk them through that. Is there anybody interested in that?
Aren't we already doing that, Thomas? I mean, do we have to keep checking it?
We are already, but if somebody bought SafeFuFi and is
Oh, I
not
gotcha.
mining it, now's the time, right?
Yeah.
And I did see yesterday they opened up the staking. So we earned a little bit of rewards last night.
Yeah, well, maybe we can try to look at that. If I have it on, I don't think I have it on here. Okay, so that's the problem of everything yesterday for me. So yeah, I don't have it on this computer.
I can show mine if you want.
Okay, yeah, let's just go check it. So share screen.
Well, hold on just a sec. I gotta do this full screen thing again and get back into MetaMask. I gotta keep learning how to move this thing around so I can see you guys. Okay, so what should we do here, Thomas?
You want to go to SafeFuFi site or whatever, right? Andrea?
Yep, SafeFuFi.io.
Oh, I gotta move this because I know it's in here. Hold on a sec. Oh my gosh.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Seems like all the connecting sites are IO, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then go down to staking, Sarah.
Oh my gosh, where is, there we are. I am having a heck, let me minimize you guys. There we go.
Then if you click stake now, and then you're going to connect your wallet.
Yep.
And then there's your rewards off of what you staked. So
Oh,
that's
gotcha.
not too shabby. That's pretty good.
Nice. So then do we turn around and stake those?
I don't know. That's a good question for Thomas because
Well, you can. If you're not using it, then you're making money with it. You know, if
So,
it-
okay,
if-
so
if it's
Thomas,
not
when you-
staking, you're not making.
no,
When
she's
you-
staking, but she's asking, can we take our rewards and restake it?
I believe you can.
So let me ask a question here because I'm always hearing you say if you're not using it, like even in Tag Protocol or here, what does that mean? Does that mean like me wanting to take it out for cash, or when you say not
Right.
using it?
Right. Both of the above. If it's just sitting there hodling, it's not making any money.
Right.
Only very rare do we have things that do that. But True Badger and NFS or whatever it's called, NSI or whatever, they do automatically make. Here, I believe you'd have to take your rewards and claim it and stake it.
It says
Okay, so
claim
let's,
and unstake.
my goal is to hodl for a long time, so I don't want to be taking any money out. So let's look at how I can restake this, or should I wait?
So it says right down there, claim your rewards.
Okay, claim my,
But next to it, it says claim and unstake.
Okay, don't do that. Just claim your rewards. And then when it goes into your balance, then stake it. I'm not there. I'll be right back.
okay, so did that change?
Yeah, it went over to your safest token balance, so
Here,
copy
oh,
that.
oh, gotcha.
Sarah.
Okay, so now
Highlight it,
stake,
Copy it. No, you gotta take that balance. So the 508, you want to copy that. And then you're gonna paste it where it says enter the amount you wish to stake. And then hit stake tokens.
And the truth is you're compounding here. So you're actually compounding your Seifu rewards. So you're doing the same thing that we just did with tag, but you're doing it on Seifu-Fi. So the more we compound, the more that'll be crazy, that it should add up exponentially.
well, after my conversation with Jody yesterday,
And
and
then click stake.
and Safest are gonna be two really good ones to buy right now. So, okay. So, all right, so I got that. So that was not bad for
First round.
yeah, no kidding. So now are they giving us rewards every day or?
So there's a thing on Telegram or no, in Jody's email that explains it.
It's in WhatsApp too.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Okay, now how do I get out of here? Let's see. All right.
It just says for the next 30 days, anyone that has staked safest tokens will be rewarded every 24 hours based on the amount of tokens you've staked. The rewards will be paid throughout the 24-hour period, so you'll see staking rewards coming in all day in real time. This is the schedule of those 30-day of rewards. The next reward schedule and amount will be shared when this 30-day period is up. We wanted to give back to this amazing community who has worked hard to get us to where we are today and provide the most incredible rewards you've ever seen. The first 10 days beginning today, which was yesterday, they're releasing 2 million tokens in rewards for a 24-hour period. And then the second 10 days will begin February 13th. And they're going to release 1.75 million tokens in a 24-hour. Then the third 10-day begins February 22nd, and they're releasing 1.5 million tokens.
So, yeah, I saw that yesterday. So here's my question. Is it better for us to stake every day or reclaim them every day, or should we wait and do it in a bulk, like once a week?
Well, I'd have to read what she just read again, but if it's only happening in a 24-hour period, as soon as the rewards hit, I would stake it.
Okay, the reason I'm asking, because I didn't look at the fee. That's why I was checking.
Yeah. Yeah. But this is in 24 hours, it's releasing. So after the 24 hours, we're not waiting for anything to build up.
Gotcha. So every day I could go in here and do the reports. Is what you're saying, right?
Right.
Okay. Okay, cool. All right. Thank you for doing that. That works.
Okay. And I'll do that on my computer. Anything else at this present time? Because I think some people might be on overload.
I'm good.
Okay. We're going to wish everybody a great Friday, but we can help people individually and whatnot. Just we do this every Friday to try to make it a group thing. So that, we're not just helping people stake 10 times in a day. So, okay.
Thanks so much.
Thanks,
Thank you,
guys.
Thomas.
Everybody good for now then? Because we can
Thank
help.
you,
at
everybody.
any
Have a
given
great
time.
day.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. See you guys.